What really inspired the concept for Walkin, to be honest with you, spaghetti Western movies and, you know, like just seeing the intro of Django Unchained or seeing the intro to like Fistful of Dollars or Good, the Bad, and the Ugly or A Few Dollars More, you know? I wanted to give that like Clint Eastwood vibe, and when I heard the beat, it sounded like a Western. It sounded like something that you hear when you just walking through the desert, you know? I was listening to the album in its pre-stages, right? I was like, damn, I got a lot of boom bap. I got a lot of like traditional hip hop stuff on this. Something need to turn up. So I was telling Kyle Banks, I was like, yo, like I nailed the first part already. And I was like, nah, you need to make a second half to this, man. He put his headphones on and started making a second half to the beat. I was like, cause this bitch got a knock. I heard it in the headphones. I'm like, I don't know what this thing knocking. And he was like, play it on the speakers. Shit started rocking the whole studio. So I'm like, yeah, this it. Walking with my back to the sun, keep my head to the sky. Me against the world is me, myself, and I, like they lie. Got in touch with my soul, treading softly on the path down the rockiest road. When I was doing Walkin, I'm like, man, majority of the guys in those films I mentioned walk alone in those movies, you know? And so it was just like me against the world is me, myself, and I, because there's like so many things happening in the world, but it's just me, you know? Part of getting in touch with my soul, it was really just getting the body right and getting the mind right, and eventually the spirit will cultivate. Life isn't ice cream without monopoly, though. The property grows in value, and rightfully so, I gotta have it. I see the way the people get treated is problematic. They ready to set us up for failure. It's systematic. Say for instance, a person like me, a person of color, if something happens to me, nobody cares. Like everything is set designed for people like me or people of color to fail. Not saying I'm perpetuating like racism, but you gotta call it what it is. America's racist as fuck. And I've been seeing that for years, even with my brother's death. And I've just been advocating for that ever since. You see all the things that happened on January 6th and you like, where was y'all, where was the police, where was the military for this shit? But you wanna call a military and the police for black people protesting a murder. That's crazy. But when I felt it, my eyes melted. The selfish are constantly profiting off the helpless. I never do my team green, make the team green like the Celtics. The ones that ain't making it overzealous, they show and tell us. Majority of the stuff that been advertised in commercials and on your social media, they're advertising all this stuff to poor people. It's either you're a buyer or you're a seller. And America sells this bullshit all the time. Throughout history, earning cheddar, they form breakout nickel-plated chrome Berettas, the same old story in a whole different era. I'm watching massacres turn to running mascara. Even though the times are changing, people do not change unless they are willing to change. Most people aren't willing to see what's happening, so history is always going to repeat themselves. It's just a cycle. It's just people are going through the same cycles because they're not willing to change. But anywho, for the pain, see what this Henny do? As we can see what lies beneath, as we pull up a swig of truth, the sun sets as I sip a few, the sky turns a different hue, farther from the color blue. The nighttime has arrived, I recline for the evening. I'm hawking down the next goal, my name's ain't Steven. When a hawk is like hunting something, I'm hawking down the next goal, like I'm hunting for the next goal. I just thought it was clever, just like I'm hawking down the next goal, the name's ain't Steven, like Stephen Hawking. Now, started in a nightmare, so pinch me, I'm dreaming, I'm killing off my demons because our soul's worth redeeming. I think when I really just eliminated my distractions and started really taking therapy serious and like getting closer to God, I just felt like my soul was worth redeeming because I have a lot of demons that I did not face. Once I seen who I was on Front Street, I wasn't afraid to talk about it. I needed to have that time to myself. Clear a path as I keep on walking. Ain't no stopping in this dirty, filthy, rotten, nasty little world we call our home. They get blickies popping. Ain't no option for my partners, so they resort to scams and robbing. Take away stress, we ganja copping. Blow it all out, this is all forgotten. You see what was happening with Black Lives Matter. You see all these problems that was happening in the world. You seeing riots, and you get this virus, and you gotta deal with your own problems. It's literally circulating. Of course, my perception of the world was like, yeah, this world is fucked up. Walking with my back against the sun. I've been running all my life. That's way before my life begun. Like I was running away from majority of my problems for majority of my life. when I finally face them, they go away. But majority of the time I was running away from them because I wouldn't believe like I'm this kind of person. Since my birth and seconds on earth, I've been the first one to confront all of these cycles that get recycled, making it stifled while I stunt. Confronting yourself, confronting your demons, confronting your actions, confronting your flaws and accepting them and understanding them and learning how to get better. That's how you break the cycle. Roll me a blunt so I'll forget it, but it made the details look so vivid. Went through a lot of shit in the last year. Then I said, fuck it, I'ma handle my business. I paid 180 to talk to one lady. She been regulating on how I feel. Describe it as raw and real. I'm dealing with all the ills. I'm tearing up like I'm on Dr. Phil. With my therapist, she basically was like trying to link all the stuff that I'm doing now to all my past traumas that I had. There's something that you probably do right now that you're like, I don't know why I do it, but there's a reason behind that. You just gotta dig. It's nothing but digging. Ain't no use, you gotta walk. Ain't no use, you gotta walk. Who the fuck said stop the track, bro? Let a real nigga talk. I walk from the bitches, I walk from the friendship, I walk from some ditches, and lately my nigga, I'm feeling indifferent. I wish y'all the best and believe that I meant it. We get distracted here and there, yeah, it's life. But we have to keep moving. What's the main objective with your life? What do you wanna accomplish with your life? You know? You gotta move with intention. And that's what my managers, my therapists, my martial arts teachers, they've been telling me this for years. My parents tell me this for years. My brothers told me this for years. And I didn't listen. So I'm trying to tell the person who is listening to me right now, move with intention and keep walking no matter what happens. You know what I'm saying? Don't give up. Sentence, run on sentence. Pray to God for repentance. In this game, I was indulging in sin. Like a lot of sin. So my relationship with God, my mom is the main one who be preaching to me like, yo, you guys keep God on your side. You gotta keep God on your side. You gotta keep God on your side. So God has always been in my life. You feel me? And then there was ways I strayed away from God because I wasn't ready to like, you know what I'm saying, be the good boy. You know what I'm saying? Because girls like the bad boys, so you do bad things just to get somebody to like you, but it's not even in your character. So I was indulging in sin throughout all these years of becoming a rapper and being a guy and thinking like, this is the lifestyle, this is lit, this is what it is. It ended up damaging me as a person and going against my morals and just being the opposite and just realigning myself with God. You know, God is always gonna be there for you. Beat the odds at all costs, so I won't share it with my infant. Way before he start crawling. Watch my sins keep balling. I just gotta stay focused. I just gotta keep walking. That's a letter to my unborn child. I wanna make sure whatever I'm doing right now, he won't have to go through. That's what my father and my mother did. You know, they bust their ass so me and my brothers could have a better life, you know? So I'm trying to bust my ass now so my kid won't have to go through that. Jane Elliott told a summit of students, if you want to be treated like a person of color, please stand. She repeated the question twice and nobody stood up. You guys understand and see everything that's happening right now and you're allowing it to happen to somebody that's not your color. Why would you let people mistreat them when it's not happening to you? You should say something because you have that privilege to.